This is the Bullion Pros YouTube channel. Make sure to like this video and subscribe.
Something is shifting beneath the surface of the markets, and Vermeulen says the shockwave will hit in May. Right now, we're seeing emotional extremes.
Yeah, so I mean, there's obviously an amazing story for gold to go higher. I mean, there's all to be honest, I think there always has been. Every year, it seems like there's a better story for gold to take the lead, and it always feels like it's better than it always has been, and it feels like that now. That being said, last week when we had the whole market scare of everybody dumping shares, gold pulled back like 7-8%. Just like that. And that goes to show that when there's mass panic, which a bear market is extended mass panic, we see everything get liquidated. Whether it's a good investment, a solid company, gold, one of the, most solid, stable things, it still gets hit. So once we kick over into a full-on bear market with panic selling month after month after month, we have a recession, we have bad news, people just start to dump stuff. So yes, a lot of people are bullish. The story for gold, when I listened to it, I was listening to Peter Schiff earlier. I mean, he paints such an incredible story for gold, and I believe it, but I do believe price trumps everything. I don't want to buy just on fundamentals falling into place. I want to invest and trade gold and assets in general based on technicals. And I feel like it's nosebleed territory. I think a pause or a pullback is what I'm looking for before I want to commit more money. And I'm very excited to get into physical metal, but to me, I already own a bunch of physical metal, and I want to buy it when there's a new launch pad ready to go and it's going to take off, or after a pullback, when I know we're even closer to that sweet spot for another super cycle where gold rallies for 4 or 5 years and becomes that shining star like it is right now, but it'll be the next leg up. It'll be 5,000, 7,000. Who knows where it goes after this?
Panic, whiplash, mass liquidations, and just as quickly the mood flips. Stocks crash, then bounce. Gold explodes, then cools. But while everyone's looking at equities, something else is happening. Something quieter, something far more explosive. Silver has been lurking in the shadows, coiling like a spring. And according to Vermeulen, that coil is about to snap. He's tracking patterns that most investors don't even know exist. Fibonacci signals, market tops, cycles that repeat with eerie precision. And when they all start aligning, that's when the fireworks begin. Vermeulen believes silver's liftoff isn't speculation. It's mathematical inevitability. And if his timing is right, May could be the ignition point. So what's coming? Why now? And what does it mean for silver in 2025? Let's dig in. His analysis begins with the bigger picture, a market that just hit a triple top and is now spiraling into a new bear phase. But here's the catch. When fear grips the market and everything gets sold off, even the strongest assets like gold and silver get temporarily dragged down. And that's exactly what just happened. But unlike the tech stocks or over-leveraged equities, silver isn't breaking. It's waking up. Vermeulen points to this latest liquidation event as the emotional purge that often marks the start of a powerful reversal. In his words, this is the kind of maximum emotional move that signals a major shift. And what followed? An immediate rebound, a textbook bear market bounce. But this time it's more than just noise. Beneath the chaos, silver has started flashing bullish signals. He brings in Fibonacci extensions, one of his core tools, to back up the claim. When gold recently hit its 100% measured move, based on a setup dating all the way back to the 2000s, it triggered a shift. That surge, it wasn't random, it was mechanical. And silver is now playing catch-up. Vermeulen explains that blow-off phases like this don't happen in isolation. They come at the peak of cycles, just before something breaks and right before hard assets go parabolic. We're seeing it already. Gold miners, silver, even platinum, they're all starting to come alive. And if gold's move to 2,800 was predictable, then silver's surge is overdue. Add in a collapsing equity market, rising investor panic, in the sudden rush into tangible assets, and you've got the makings of a silver supercycle. Vermeulen's message is clear. May isn't just another month. It's a fuse. And once it's lit, silver could explode in a way that rewrites everything we thought we knew about 2025. Subscribe to stay ahead of the curve, and remember, this is Superman. Remember, this isn't financial advice. Speak with a professional before making any